We all wanted to work about the environment. At the beginning, two of the group members wanted to work about the cleanliness of the cities, while the other of the group members wanted to tackle the issue of the pollution. After discussing all together, we came to the conclusions that we can link these two problems with one solution, which is the environmental education. Regarding the pollution or the city's lack of cleanliness, we believe that people would change their habits, like stop throwing their waste away, or start recycling more, or stop taking their car every time, if we would tell them the benefits they would gain. So in the end, our goal is to provide the citizens the knowledge they would need to live in a more eco-friendly way and to change their habits to save the earth.
Approximately of the 32 million households in Mexico, about 80% deliver their garbage straight to the garbage truck. About 12% burn them to avoid the odors and not to get rats or other insects into them. And just about 7% recycle the products as they should be recycled. So they deliver it to the specific places they should be. Mexico's Center for Education and Sustainable Development has launched a large number of programs to meet their goal for 2014 to be to have the numbers at the same level as some European countries of recycling pretty much. They want to put the parts of recycling into their education systems all the way from the lower levels to the higher levels. So they are launching a huge number of programs, or have already launched in the year 2017, and they are seeing good results with these. There's the company called Ecosi that has to do with the PET recycling that has become a big thing in Mexico. So recycling all the PET plastic and using it for environmental purposes. It has launched new programs also in the year 2017 to educate people about recycling and the benefits of it.
Podemos vivir en un mundo más limpio.
Por eso, únete al Ecorescate y échale la mano a México.
Ecosi.
IDEMA has provided a new regulation for Mexico City that every citizen needs to put their waste into 3 different categories, or it will not be picked up. The regulation was already talked about in 2013, but in the year 2017 it has actually been launched.
So about the consequences today and in the long run, we can clearly see that there have been some consequences by not having environmental education, and this is seen in, for example, the streets where people throw a lot of trash, the lack of recycling, and we can just imagine how it's going to be in the long run if it continues like this without environmental education. And that's why we put such a big emphasis on this, that people actually learn it at a young age so we can make a difference.
And the interviews were made to entrepreneurs, parents, students, and teachers. At the beginning, we thought people didn't care about global education, global warming, or ecology. But as we did the interviews, our perspective changed a lot. Now we know people really care about global warming, but the problem is that they don't really know how to improve or mitigate the problems. First, we interview entrepreneurs because we wanted to know if they have implemented plans on their enterprises. Then we went with the parents because we wanted to know if they had an education in the past about global warming. Then we went with our friends because they are the future generations that will make a change in the world. The questionnaire was about environmental education. We really wanted to know if people know about the problem, if they know how to solve it, and if they have ideas of how the problem can be solved.
About the cross-analysis results, we saw some differences between our initial hypothesis and what the stakeholders told us. First, we thought that people here don't really care about environment, but it shows that they actually do. About environmental education, we can confirm that there hasn't been much environmental education, especially not in school, but people have learned environmental education from friends and families.
The effects of the boot camp, for me at least, it was good to be surrounded by motivated people and people who are tackling kind of the same problems, like environmental problems and things related with it. It helped me to get more into a motivational state of mind, pretty much, even though all the speeches were in Spanish, so I didn't get that much out of them. But still, the boot camp was, in general, it was really good to be surrounded by other entrepreneurs, and yeah, the ideas I got from there is that the promotion of recycling starts from motivating people to actually recycle. So gifts, any kind of benefit that they can get motivates them to actually do it, because it's not the key main problem, pretty much, so they need to be kind of pushed towards it.